Hi, welcome back to the allotment project on the 20th of August. Give you a look, tour around. I hope you've seen the shorts about the soap and vinegar to get rid of caterpillars. I did a 4-parter on that, and basically it doesn't work. The caterpillars don't disappear. They're still stronger than ever. Anyway, that was one little experiment. So I'll have a look around, shall we? The acorns are falling off the tree by the million. Absolutely everywhere. Covering the leek patch. I do clear this off every single day of acorns. And as you can see, I've had to close the holes up because the acorns are falling down the holes. A few down there still falling down. But they're doing okay. Just keep pulling them out. Just picked a few beetroot for home. These are the golden eye ones. Quite sweet actually, very nice. Good in a salad. Good hot or cold. I have pickled some as well. The flower bed's looking a bit tatty at the moment. All these strawberries now, putting all the growth into the leaves. Raspberries started to come out eventually. I've had a few of them, not many. And I think the bush is short or something. It needs something, a bit of fertiliser or something. The strawberries are put into pots. They're surviving, even though the soil is rubbish and it's rock hard. But they're surviving. I think they're happy underneath. Surface is hard, but underneath a bit soft. Although that one's cracking up everywhere. Not as bad as Yorkshire last week, where I went to pay a visit. They're in a serious drought. Ground is cracked up, no water. Terrible. So that's the first bed going to stay there. That's levelled up. As you can see in the middle there, the currant bushes. I took the big dead twigs off and is growing from the bottom, so hopefully I can save that. Some more strawberries here. Monkey puzzle trees. They're not doing too bad. The rose, that's good enough, that's okay, that's ready for potting up. I have brought a pot. I've left it over there. It's got a hazelnut in, so once Jonathan plants that, I'll use the pot. I'll get another good rose. Everything's very dry. I don't think we've had any rain for weeks. Lupins have all gone now. Everything's going to sleep. More leeks there. Into the greenhouse. There's one or two tomatoes about off in here. Some yellow ones on that one. These are all growing out of buckets. Cucumbers still growing. There's one over there, can you see it in the distance? I took 15 out of here the other day. Some more in there. That's doing okay. These sprouts in here. They're small. But there, remember, this is terrible soil compared to those over there, which is better soil. I'll have a look at them in a minute. Caterpillars are going mad for them though. Beetroots in that crappy sandy soil, not growing at all. Caterpillars have devastated everything. A little apple tree is doing quite well. Another month or so, should be able to eat those. I've taken nearly all the beetroot out. There's one or two still lying around. And there's a second crop coming through in the middle. Whether I keep it or not, I don't know. I'm going to rotivate this as soon as possible. Caterpillars everywhere. Into the pepper house, we have some chilies growing here. Different types. There's some nice green peppers there. Waiting for them to change colour. More chilies there. Hoping to get a good crop of chilies, because we do use quite a few. What we've got in here, we've got radish. They're not producing no radish, but they're producing lots of leaves. Parsley, and I think, can't remember what that one is over there. Coriander, that was it. I thought these were radish, but there's something else. So I'll let them grow before I can identify them. Tomatoes, quite a few on here. Some more peppers down there. I don't want those to fruit yet. I don't want everything to crop at the same time. So yeah, they're doing okay. The raspberries are in the middle. They're a different variety. They taste quite nice. Yeah, as you can see, caterpillars completely destroyed those cabbages. A few carrots down there. In here, onions, not doing too bad. Quite dry. Parsnips. There's one beetroot left there. And these cabbages under here, these are the last ones to be planted, and they've done really well. But then again, the soil was good. There was lots of manure in the bottom of it from the compost heap. Kept it covered up. There's one or two caterpillars got in there, but I've pulled them out, so we're getting nice hearts on them. Oh no, look. Another caterpillar. Absolutely relentless. I have to get in here somehow. Absolutely relentless. Look at the state of these. Horrible, horrible things. I wouldn't mind it even look good. Check over all this again before they destroy that. You can see they've had most of that top of that leaf. The centre's doing okay. That's something to uncover and have a look at in a bit. I should put that back in there in case I forget. Broke that leaf. Great. Hate caterpillars. The beans, brilliant. I don't know how many kilos I've had off them, but I've had a lot. And they're everywhere again, ready for another crop pick. Growing at the top. More inside. Kept a couple of long ones inside there for the seeds. small ones, getting ready for picking. Those peas are planted. They've not done too bad. Haven't done anything to them, just weeded them. And there again you can see lots of beans. Loads of beans in there, up there. Beans everywhere. Apple tree is bulging. Too many for a good crop. Not better than last year. I'll have a look into the tomato house. And the peppers. Not seen these for quite a while. Let's get in here. Yeah, lots and lots of tomatoes. There we go, that's better. Large one there. There's a couple of large ones on that one. They've been labelled up as marmalade, but they're not marmalade because they're the small yellow ones. I don't know what happened with those. Red cherry ones. I think these are all peppers. There's my wildflower part. Looking very nice. All the beans are self-seeded, they're growing well. Had a few pound off those, or kilos. Ready for cropping again. Broccoli, absolutely ruined with these things. They've destroyed everything. Terrible things. Even eating the broccoli heads. Some onions down there. Parsnips, they're doing okay. And there's another fella here. Get rid of that. There, the sprouts in good soil and have done really well, but the caterpillars have got them again. Compared to the sprouts over there. When you walk through, you can see how much they've gone. The sprouts are just growing as well. Yeah. Another one. Give them a blast with the hose. The ones I can't reach. So it's there in the way. second. See some caterpillars down there. There we go, there it is. There's a robin lives in there and he will try and eat the caterpillars. I'll keep throwing them to him over there. They've ruined this crop. Everything needs to be netted next year, no exception. I'm saying what they've been eating, that's all the leftovers. Disgusting things. Into the cauliflowers. That cauliflower's there. The leaves are gone. And down here, this is everywhere. And that cauliflower's not there at all. This is why. It's in the bed. Small cauliflower. Very small cauliflowers. I'm holding on to them as long as I can until they start to bolt, and then I'll take them in. I have to get rid of these monsters. And you wouldn't believe this, but less than an hour ago I picked everything off I could see, washed everything down. Anyway, what's your experience with caterpillars? How do you get rid of them without strong chemicals and expensive chemicals? Because no point in spending money out when you can go and buy a cauliflower for what, £1? In fact, I've seen them for 57p. You're going to spend tens of pounds on chemicals, just not worth it. There's another caterpillar climbing in the middle of that. So this is where the golden beetroots just come out of this section. There's quite a few more, but let's try to take the biggest ones for now. After saying that, I can see quite a large one down there. Let's have a look. That's a nice one. Let's get this one. That's a good size. Nice and sweet. I'll take that one home. This is the second crop of beetroots. I took the carrots out of there, they were pretty poor, so I'm not showing those. I've just seen a big caterpillar in here. Here we go, there it is. There you go, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There you go. So that small robin that's over there should be a big fat robin soon. But they only eat so many, I think they're toxic. the Savoy cabbage. Oh, some have survived, but a huge caterpillar down there. And another one down that leaf. Maybe you can see it, not I can. So I need to go in there and pick every single one off to give these cabbage any sort of chance. And over there, oh, they're everywhere, man. Everywhere. One or two beetroots left in here. These are the popular, I think they're called bolt hardy, but they do bolt. Pick them while they're sweet. Gooseberry bushes there, waiting for them to die back a bit, and then I can move them. Then we can straighten that up once that's put into place. I can get some straw, put some soil in, and get some compost and some manure. This over here. We've got time for a quick look around Jonathan's. A few tomatoes left. His vine's going pretty strong. Up into the roof now on a wire. He's had lots of cucumbers as well. His tomatoes are falling off everywhere. He's still got plenty of cucumbers as well. Some really nice ones. So I brought him this today. Another hazelnut and a small hazelnut. He started digging his potatoes up, and they're nice as well. He had some on the barbecue last week. He's taken all the onions now. Sweet corn's nearly ready. For a few weeks, I should think. Carrots need a bit of water. Parsnips are growing okay. And I think I haven't been in here for a few weeks actually. I think the peppers have come along pretty well. There you go. Changing colour, but they're changing to a brown colour for some reason. Still nice and firm. Oh, the red ones, that's why. That's what they're supposed to be. These chilies are growing, they've gone red. One under there, quite a nice one. You see there's a bit of water on these tomatoes, the leaves are sagging. The vine weave's going in. Oh god, I hate those creeping vines. Tom decided not to carry on, so his has been cleared off. Then up here we've got the remains of the apple and the pears. Actually got some apples on them. Hazelnut there. I did bring him another hazelnut, I don't know what he's done with it. It's not there anyway. That's his pond. There's mine from this side. This is his last crop of peas, and it's got some nice peas on. The strawberries I gave him, they're looking okay. Beans. Oh, there we go. There's the other one. It's falling over. It's probably not seeing it. The hazelnut. That needs coming off. That's horse chestnut. That's the hazelnut. Something else crept in there, so that needs to come out as well. Oh, that's not been watered for a while. I'll get a nice rose in that. I'll get a nice one in that one. So there we go. A little look around for you. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the look around. And if you've got any suggestions for caterpillars, let me know, and then see what we can do with them. So, thanks for joining me. I will catch you on the next one. Bye now.